Great question, Sean. Very on brand for radical self-identity shifting, because this is exactly the layer where people start gaining leverage over their internal experience. If metacognition equals thinking about your thinking, then the emotional equivalent absolutely exists in psychology and neuroscience. Here are the strongest, most legitimate and usable terms, plus how they might fit your framework and voice. Tash established psychological terms. Meta emotion. This is actually a real research-supported term. Definition. Your feelings about your feelings. Examples. Feeling ashamed about being anxious. Feeling proud about feeling compassionate. Feeling angry that you're sad. Feeling calm about being afraid. Researchers use it especially in emotional regulation and family psychology. This is probably your cleanest direct parallel to metacognition. Emotional awareness. This is widely used in therapy models. Definition. The ability to recognize, label, and understand your emotional state. This is a step before meta-emotion sometimes. Think, I notice I am feeling threatened. I see my jealousy is actually fear of abandonment. Affective insight. More academic neuroscience flavored. Definition. Understanding the emotional meaning behind your feelings. This is deeper than noticing emotions. It involves interpretation. Emotional self-reflection. Very accessible language, often used in coaching, therapy, and mindfulness frameworks. If you want Sean-style brand language, radical self-identity shifting friendly, here are some terms that keep psychological legitimacy but add punch. Emotional metacognition. This is actually used in research and might be perfect for you. Definition. Open quote, the ability to observe, evaluate, and regulate emotions from a higher mental vantage point. Close quote. This keeps symmetry with metacognition, which is elegant for teaching. Emotional observer mode. Very teachable and experiential. Fits your pause and perspective circle, reverse rabbit hole, identity shifting work. Affective altitude. This feels very on brand for you. Meaning, open quote, rising above emotional weather to see the whole emotional landscape. Close quote. That sounds like something you'd absolutely write in your book. Emotional positioning. Fits your CIA tactical perspective themes. Meaning, open quote, where you stand in relation to your emotions, inside them or observing them. Close quote. If we get nerdy, which I know you secretly love, metacognition heavily involves prefrontal cortex regulation, monitoring networks, cognitive control circuits. Meta-emotion involves insula, emotional awareness, anterior cingulate cortex, conflict monitoring, prefrontal cortex regulation of limbic reactivity. Translation for your readers. Meta-emotion equals the brain stepping in as a referee instead of letting the emotional players run wild. My recommendation for your work. If I were helping you brand this inside radical self-identity shifting, I'd suggest primary scientific term, emotional metacognition or meta-emotion, experiential teaching, term, emotional observer mode or affective altitude that gives you credibility, memorability, teachability, viral content potential. Has Sean-style one-liner. You could literally use something like, open quote, metacognition lets you watch your thoughts. Meta-emotion lets you watch the storm instead of drowning in the rain. Close quote. If you're open to it, I'm curious about something. Do you want this concept framed more toward 1.